changed a lot for you, haven't they? Tell me a little bit more about how life used to be. What was it you used to do before these robots changed our lives?
Well, I worked in retail. I left school. I never really knew what I wanted to do, and I ended up working in retail. First of all, just doing basic stuff, like stacking shelves and resupplying produce and everything. Then I gradually went into actually looking at supply, loading that up for people. But all that work's been taken over essentially by robots. Initially, we were given those little trackers to see how much time we spend like moving from one place to the next, and we kind of saw the way it was going, and then eventually the robots came along and they started doing the work.
Okay, so what happened to you then?
Well, I lost my job at the time.
How did you feel about that?
At the time it was, well, how am I going to afford to live? What am I going to do? It wasn't a job I love, but it's a job. You get by week to week, and then that's what I did. So at the time that was really, really scary. But then we heard about this concept of the sort of the basic income coming in and how that was going to be coming along. So that was interesting, and then it sort of started from there.
Okay, so what do you do now?
What do I do now? Well, I don't do a lot in that sense of conventional work. I write a blog about my specific interest, which I'm obsessed with science fiction and sort of comic books, and that's something I've always been interested in. I always wanted to write comic books. Well, ideally I wanted to draw comic books, but I'm just a rubbish artist. So I was a failed comic book writer artist, and I've been like reviewing and blogging about other people's comic books since I actually lost my job and we had the basic income. Some of those things I do get paid for. It's only a small amount, essentially, but on top of the basic income, it just allows me to do what I want to do.
That sounds really, really interesting. Would you say your life is better now than it was before?
Absolutely. I mean, 100%. Essentially, I used to find time to just do what I just said there, to blog, to read comic books, to do those kind of things. I've got more time to do that. I've developed a whole new community through that, and it's given me what I want to do to love. And there's no way I want to go back to the getting up on Monday morning, the shift work, the basic work. And I've been able to connect with other people as well who've got similar passions, and spending more time doing that. So that's the positive. Some of the income, in terms of, because the basic income is slightly lower than what I actually was getting, I've had to readjust some things about my sort of lifestyle, but the payoffs have been good.
Thank you very much. It sounds like it's been a positive experience for you.
Thank you.